Welcome back. Now we're doing the head and the swash. Both components, they come pre-assembled so you know how they're supposed to go together, but they are not thread locked. So go ahead and we're going to thread lock everything. Now on the head, you're going to need two 1.5s. Now, alright, they have the measurement for the DFC arms. It's what, 14.5 millimeter from the tip to the top here. If you have to do a replacement, that is in the manual. You know, if you have play in it, you can replace, you know, add shims. And the swash plate is fully rebuildable. Okay, let's start going ahead and doing some thread lock. Let's start with the DFC arms first. 1.5. When you push your thread lock out the other side, you know you got it in, you know you got some in there. Okay, a little more than the double finger, but you know you don't have to crank. Now once you thread lock this, and if it's properly shimmed, it should be buttery smooth. Generally, like on the OXY 3 and stuff, you know, you pull out to check, and if it's nice and buttery smooth and you pull out, then they're good. On a helicopter this size, you really don't have that much centrifugal force on the head, even at the high head speeds. Generally, a bird this big, you know, you do it, they're buttery smooth without pulling out on them. You might have, you know, if you pull a little bit and they smooth right out, well then that's alright. You just don't want to be, you know, close up. If you want, you can kind of pull it away a little bit, double check, make sure the washers are in there, the shims are in there. This is another place where I like going with toothpick, that way I know it's in the threads, that I'm not oozing it around on the bearings. If you end up taking the shims off, make sure you put the step toward the grip. Buttery smooth. No play. Just double check, maybe give it a little bit more. That's good. Oh, smooth it better. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through and Loctite all the balls and this end pin. Now I like using this small slit in the ball pliers for this. Is just a little tweak, because if you stick I found if you stick a screwdriver in that slot there that's made for a screwdriver, a lot of times you'll end up spreading those fingers out. Alright, now I'll do the two on the top here first. That way I know what I have done. Oh, that's 1.3. Yeah, if you don't have a good set of hex drivers, do yourself a favor and pick some up. I mean, the cost of them saves them, the cost of how much they cost will save you that much time and energy with dealing with stripped out heads. They're well worth it. Okay, now we'll put the swash on. This is where you're going to see how being able to move this around is real handy. Don't have to flex it that far. And now we'll go ahead and we will Loctite the screws. And now the head. Now, there isn't a nut on the head. It just screws into the side. So you got to pay attention which side you put this in on. There's a countersunk side that you need to put it in on. Now, you don't want to crank that down, crank it down, because that only takes care of the head for sliding up and down. These two little screws on the sides are what do all the clamping power. And you want to go ahead and tighten them up evenly. You know, like tighten a little bit on one, flip it, and tighten a little bit on the next one. I'll demonstrate, you'll see. Get that one started. Get Loctite on this one, get this one started. Okay, so now what you do is you pull the DFC arms up, turn a little on that one, turn on that a little on the next one, and you feel how much tension's on that screw, and you put the same amount of tension on the next one. Because if you put too much tension on one, what's going to happen is your head is going to flop and it's going to look like your head is bent, because the one side is tighter than the other side, and it throws the head off. Right. Drop your arms down. We'll go ahead and pop them on. Obviously, you'll have to pop them off when you would go to adjust your fly bar unit. Next is the electronics. I'm gonna kind of skip that. Maybe I'll make another video on the electronics, but I'm gonna kind of skip that from now. The next will be the servos. I'll start making a new video for that. So, alright, next one we go.